guys, it's Izzy here. So recently I finished reading all of the Legends books that are in the Star Wars Old Republic era. So I do plan to read the canon as well, but none of those books have released yet. I do have a lot of them pre-ordered, so maybe we will do like a video in the future once I read all those, because that's going to be basically doubling this list. But I have this big whiteboard here, so I'm also counting the pre-Old Republic too, because there's only one book in that era, so I'm just gonna put that here as well. So we're gonna be ranking them 1 through 11 from what I liked the most to what I liked the least. Let's get into it. Down below in the comments, I will also be leaving a link to the list of books that I'm going to be using, which is on Yoda's datapad. I've been using this list since like 2018, and I highly recommend it. They update it quite regularly. You'll always be in the know for what Star Wars books are coming out. That includes audiobooks and everything like that, but not graphic novels. They do have a separate one for that. And I might do a video in the future doing like the same kind of thing, but with the Star Wars graphic novels. I feel like first we should start with favorite and least favorite. So I know my favorite's going to be one of the Raven ones by Drew Carpenson. Yeah, Raven's my favorite. So I'm not going to put like the Old Republic colon, what is it called? And then Raven, because y'all know this is Old Republic. So we're going to put Raven at number 1. Reading that, I went through a traumatic event, mass shooting, all of that. So it's a very memorable reading experience for one, because I've been reading and then a shooting happened. And yeah, not a fun time. I vlogged that whole experience, which like, don't think I was vlogging because I was in that kind of situation. It's because it was Vlogtober and I was already vlogging and then stuff happened. My least favorite is, ooh, this is gonna be so hard. There's The Lost Tribe of the Sith, The Collected Stories by John Jackson Miller. I read that one during a hurricane, and I did not enjoy my time reading it, because this was really, a lot of this is when I was basically a brand new reader. I had just graduated high school and was getting into reading again. So I know that one's gonna go kind of down towards the bottom of the list. Do I want to put it as my least favorite though? We'll put it there for right now at 11. Lost Tribe of the Sith. Long title. So, okay, back we'll do Dawn of the Jedi Into the Void by Tim Levin. So this is the pre-Republic era one. And again, this was my first Star Wars book I ever read, because it is the first, going in chronological order. And at the time, I don't even think I had a Goodreads account. So I was basically, this was at the time before I was a real critic. I was just like, 5 out of 5, great. Now, do I still think it would live up to that level? I don't know, but I'm going to put it at 4 right now. So that is Dawn of the Jedi Into the Void. Oh, I started putting it in 3. Is that like a sign that I should put it there? I don't know. We're going to put it in 4, the Dawn of the Jedi. That's another long name. Then we have Raven, and then we have Deceived, which I did like Deceived. That is going to be a top 3 for me. So yeah, I'm going to put that one at 3 for Deceived. I totally spelled that wrong. I before E except after C, right? Reversed that. My bad. I'm sorry. Then we have Red Harvest, which I did like that one as well. This is kind of a standalone, and it's basically a Star Wars horror novel. So if you like Star Wars and you like horror, you don't have to worry about reading other books. Standalone, combining genres of sci-fi and horror. You would really like this one. So we are going to put that at 6. So what was that called? Red Harvest? It was one of the first books that I annotated as well. After that we have Fatal Alliance, which I did not like. This was the first audiobook that I ever did because I could not get through it, so I had to pick up the audio. So we are going to put that at 10, Fatal Alliance. I don't remember what I rated all of these books, but you can check that out on my Goodreads. I'll leave a link to my Goodreads down below. All these books will be listed in my read category on there. Annihilation I did like Annihilation. I am going to put that at 5. And that's by Drew Carpenson again. So Annihilation, how do you spell that? Then we have Knight Errant by John Jackson Miller. I think about this one all the time, but the thing was, when I was reading it, I was not enjoying it. But I still think about it a whole ton. But I am going to go put it at 9. And again, I don't think any of these books are terrible books. I enjoyed the majority of them. So, but if we're having to rank all of them together, some are going to be pushed lower than others. So again, this is Knight Errant, which is also a standalone. And it only comes in mass market paperback, which I think I was kind of mad about that, and that has kind of hindered my experience. So I switched to the ebook, and I think that's the only Star Wars book that I've read in an ebook. Did I do Lost Track? No, I used to, when I first started reading, I would buy books on Amazon, but before I would download a sample, a reading sample that you can read on Kindle, and I would do that. So we have Darth Bane, Path of Destruction. Loved that one, and it is going into the 2 spot. Are we getting a show on Darth Bane, or are we getting a show on Raven? Miniseries, something. I feel like I heard something about that, but they put out so many Star Wars shows, animated shows, miniseries, movies. You never know what you're gonna get. So we only have the 7 and 8 positions now, and they're both by Drew Carpenson. So Rule of 2, I did not like. It's the worst book I've read by him, so we're putting it at 8. And then that only leaves the 7 position for us to put Dynasty of Evil, and that was the last Star Wars book that I read. So let's go into the wrap, and I will show y'all what the finished board looks like. So here we have it. I don't know how much y'all can see, but I am going to insert a picture at the end as well, so y'all can just pause and look at it close up. So in number 1 we have Raven. 2 we have Path of Destruction. So Drew Carpenson, really love his Star Wars book. 3, C, Felt Wrong and Everything. 4, Dawn of the Jedi, the first one that I ever read. Then we have Annihilation, which is kind of like a heist story. I feel like if Han Solo is your favorite character, you'll like that one. So then we have Red Harvest. That's our horror one, standalone. Very different than the rest of these, but still really awesome. At 7, we have Dynasty of Evil. That's the last Star Wars book that I read. And then at number 8, we have my least favorite Drew Carpenson one, and that is Rule of 2. These and this one are all in the Darth Bane trilogy. 9, we have another standalone, and that is Knight Errant. I still think about this one a ton, so I don't know if maybe that's telling me to reread it and I might like it a second time around and make it pushed up on the list. Not sure what all those vibes are. The Force is trying to tell me something. And then 10, we have Fatal Alliance. That's the first audiobook I ever did. I cannot get through it, but the audiobook was really cool. A lot of Star Wars audiobooks are cool where they have ambience, like background noise, the sound of spaceships or lightsabers, that kind of thing. So definitely if you are into audiobooks, look into Star Wars ones. Then our last place is Lost Tribe of the Sith. This is definitely my least favorite. It's a lot different than a lot of these because it is a short story collection. I would definitely read it differently now, as this was when I was just starting out reading. This was my second Star Wars book that I ever read. And just, I've grown so much as a reader now that I think I'd appreciate all these books in different ways now, because I was, as I said, some of these I was still in high school when I read. I was in my senior year, and then others I was fresh out of high school, just getting into reading again, and so I was reading things a lot differently. I had a lot of different thoughts when I was reading, but now I do think I have improved so much as a reader and as a critic. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, comment, rate, and subscribe. And don't forget to ring that notification bell to be notified when all my videos go live. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!